Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. I am Natanis Lakens, and I don't know what happened to the name of the stream earlier, so I went to check it and send in or export the video, and I saw that the name didn't change. It didn't update, so that was weird. But yeah, picking up where we left off, and ask you the same question again, and leave your comments down below. What is the definition of procrastination? It's Natanis not starting his stream is what it is. Yeah, so we're starting back over here. It's a little bit later than I would have liked to have picked it back up, but I was getting odds and ends done, and as you can see in the top right, we are now done with phase 3. I didn't feel like boring you guys to death with more grinding and just constantly making parts when we got a whole factory that's supposed to be doing that for us. So yeah, I just kind of did that and got everything finished up, got all the stuff unlocked. So we got the trains now. We have all sorts of goodies to play with as far as trains. I really don't know what I'm going to do with these. I don't know how any of this works. I don't know if this... Is this the actual... This is the railway. Does that, like, stay up in the air or something? I don't know. We'll figure it out later. And we got this done, so let's go ahead and send this up. I'm eager to see what Phase 4 has to offer. And there it goes, it's off.
Welcome to the Project Assembly Pioneer Progress presentation. Congratulations, the Phase 3 project part shipment is finally ready for delivery. On delivery, Phase 3 will be completed and the main body will be constructed. You should know how this works by now. You'll get access to tiers 7 and 8 in the hub.
Oh, got
In
the
fact,
aluminum.
perhaps you should just go look at the technologies
Aerial
there yourself.
transport, nuclear
It's
power.
all laid out
Ooh.
so that even a monkey could
Hover
understand
pack?
it, so you should have no issues. Speaking of
I wonder what
which,
the
I
hover
don't
pack
think you
is.
need a reminder about project parts. Instead, I will be providing some interesting facts. Did you know the average pioneer succeeds at saving the day? Did you know the average pioneer knows how to optimize pipe throughput? Did you know the average pioneer stays late at work because they care about humanity? Anyway, I thought you might want to know more about your peers. Good luck in Phase 4.
Yep, we will see what Phase 4 has to offer us. And there's this stuff. Let's I don't know if we'll see this happen. Sounds like that's ascending. Nope, we made it up here just in time. So everything should start filling in.
Phase 3 of Project Assembly completed. Fixit's predictions indicate pioneers should generally reach this point faster with above average results, but we should all adjust our expectations according to the situation. It is understandable. The pressure and complexity will only increase from here, so be sure to take on Phase 4 with efficiency and competence.
I don't even know what's going on there. What's being made? Okay. Oh, and that thing's coming back down. Okay, cool. So we got a whole new set of things to play with and figure out. Like, I saw aluminum production is now a thing that we can do. We'll have to look at the parts and what that takes to make them. We got all sorts of weird things right there. So I'm curious as to what all we have access to now. Okay, so tier 6 is done. We have bauxite refinement. So we need computers, we need the stupid things. We've been able to scan for quartz for a while. We got aluminum ingots, yeah, and we're turning bauxite into aluminum. Aluminum solution? Packaged aluminum solution, aluminum casings, aluminum sheet metal, interesting. And then we got hover So that is not the same thing as the jetpack. It works completely differently. Okay. Conveyor level 5. Here's the hazmat suit and iodine filters. And here's the aluminum casings. So that is not really something we can do just yet. We gotta get this, which requires a couple of things here that we're kind of struggling with. Okay, that doesn't look fun. Okay, what we got here, this is sulfur. We're already pretty good on sulfur. Batteries, we can make batteries now. Well, not yet, but we will make batteries eventually. A blender? What the hell? Assembly Director System. Supercomputer. Radio control unit. Oh my god. Like, what is all this? Like, honestly, we gotta start here, and we'll have to get bauxite going. Aeronautical engineering. Drones. Transport available input back and forth between its home port and destination ports. Drone has 9 inventory slots. It doesn't have very many inventory slots. Drone port. So that's where the drone flies to and comes from. Nuclear power. Oh my god. Advanced aluminum production. Okay, so this is how we get it out of the cracks. Okay. Wait. So when it's a dual system. You gotta have both of these. Here's the empty fluid tanks. Cooling parts. Fused modular frames. Oh my god, that's probably gonna take a lot to make. Leading edge production. So we got turbo motors. The minor level 3. And then thermal propulsion rockets. Particle enrichment? Oh my god. Like, we just left the realm of, like, normal engineering and everything, and now we're into, like, particle physics. Not really. I'm just saying, we left the planet. We're, like, off on something else now. Nuclear pasta. That's one of the things we gotta make. Copper powder? What? We got a lot of new things to... Okay. We gotta work on this one first. I can't do any of that right this second. We don't have enough motors. We definitely don't have enough modular frames, and we don't have enough computers. We're still waiting on... We got a little bit of a cluster going on, so the plastic is supposed to build up here, and it's still filling that up. So right now there's no plastic here, so it's not sending it. It's not sending it upwards. Technically, we don't need. I wish I hadn't have done this because that's not really necessary. Like, we could potentially get rid of this and fill that. I don't know, because honestly don't like Kelly's work. You don't really have control over which outlet it's coming out of. It's really, as far as I can tell, it's whichever one you hooked up first. That's is that's the best explanation I can give on that. Like, it's whichever one you hooked up first. So, yeah. All right, we got all sorts of things to play with, and we got all sorts of things we need to do. Wow, that's just going to, like, there's nothing I can do about that. That's just, it's gonna have to be a minute on that stuff. Like, there's so many ingredients that some of that stuff needs that I can't really mass produce them any faster than it's already going. I mean, we could, but you can see that this thing here, which is making reinforced plates, is kind of slow. It is filled this up, it's filled that up, but then, you know, we go from reinforced plates to we're making modular frames here. We're making them twice. Actually, we're making them like 3 times. We got another one downstairs making them. And both of these are feeding this one, which is making the heavy modular, but the holdup is the screws. Like, we don't have enough screws being made. And because of the way the screws work, we gotta have like a dual system going on. So you got this guy here is making rods, and so is that one, and then it's taking the rods and immediately turning them into screws. So this is perpetually filled. We did put one of these guys in there, and it's going as fast as it can. And honestly, that feels like that's the whole holdup right now, is the fact that that takes a little bit, because these things they need like 120 screws, so that's got to go through at least, let's see, it's 25 per, so it's got to go through at least 5 things of screws to get this filled. So it's going to craft 5 times. And that's still like 20 seconds to fill that up. And not to mention that it's going here to make the reinforced plates, and it's just like, it's all over the place. I feel like the best thing you could do on some of this is like kind of like what we did with all the iron, like get multiple things filling up in multiple places. And then you got this whole nonsense going on, and then each one of these should go to its own system to fill up, you know, and divide and conquer on some of this, because we honestly have one too many iron nodes feeding into this system here. This is actually just one, believe it or not, this is just one iron node filling this one up. That was a complete and utter accident that I did that. But I'd forgotten that this was coming off of that over there. So effectively, this one is feeding 6 smelters, and all the smelters are running and feeding that and everything. So, yeah, you can see like it splits off. Like this container feeds those 6 there, and then it goes over to these 6 here, and then that is going all the way up here, and it's going up top Oh, this ladder is technically not even needed anymore. But I did put a door here. So that's all feeding these 3 belts right here, going into this one. The other line, which is combined, is actually coming into this. So it's going into there, and it's not going anywhere. It's immediately going up, over, and then up again, and then right into that container there. So that entire thing is just being fed by one node. And I mean, look at it. The iron's backed up. We could definitely do more on that and get more going. We just got to figure out like how I'm going to take from it and where it's going to go and all that nonsense. Like, I absolutely love the logic of it, because you're sitting there looking and thinking like, okay, I've got this here, I need to connect it to that, and then I can take it from here and then connect it to there. And like this going off and feeding this, we really don't even need to do that. In fact, I may think about getting rid of this, because the iron is not doing much for us anymore. What would really be helping with that now is potentially the rubber, but we, as you can see, I've got like a whole bunch of rubber in here right now, filling this up. I'm just gonna take them off for that. We're up to 15 tickets now. There's nothing I really have to have. I was looking through this earlier. And so we got clean pipes number 2. Let's see, is there anything new here? No. I wasn't expecting to see clean pipes 2. So we got clean pipes for the big ones. No new lightings, no new displays. I don't really care about the displays just yet. Customizers, I'm not going to worry about these too much. I do want the glass roofs at some point. Foundations, we'll get those at a later date. I don't have the gates yet. I want to get the gates and the tilted, but that's 10 points right there. But then over here, we still got the industrial walkways to get. I'm still not entirely sure I want to get the elevator. Then we got like a bunch of industrial beams and support things, more for looks than anything. And the reason I want to get the walls, while I'm thinking about it, is because you got the one image on the startup screen where they've got the pillars going up at an angle. So I want to see that. Like, does it actually do that? I don't know. I really don't know. It's kind of cool exploring like everything you can do with this stuff. But alas, we've got things to do. The other thing, the thing that I would like to do like now is go off and look for more Mercer spheres. We have 6. The next inventory upgrade for that requires 13. So we gotta find 7 more? Yes, 7. Oh look, there's one over there. I didn't even know this. I didn't know this area existed down here. I just randomly came across it.
Hello, world.
How nostalgic.
In the beginning, there were the words, and the words made the world.
I see you have been doing research. I must say you make for interesting conversation.
Conversation.
Singing together, communication.
Our tunes only pluck at the strings of the tapestry.
Are you saying this is only the beginning?
In the beginning, there were the words, and the words made the world. The words turned into song, open the windows. The song played with instruments, weave the tapestry. A tapestry of temples and shrines, bodies and bones. Orchestral harmony, us, we, ours.
This is a new area. I didn't even know this existed. Oh wow, it's like right over here. Like, I wonder... Okay, so that's one. We need 7 more of these. I wish I could have radar like that in one of the vehicles. It'd be a lot easier to get around and find these things. And the main reason I want to do this is so we got all this stuff being made and everything, and yes, we could like work on getting more production going and getting a few things going a lot faster, but might as well just let it build up for now. And we're probably going to end up running out of filters. Now that I think about it, we probably should be in a vehicle. Just because if we come across one of the big spiders, we can easily, instead of like running around like a chicken with its head cut off, we can easily just duck inside the vehicle. That, and if I run out of fuel, we will have a crafter right there in the vehicle. There is a slug way up here. Yeah, so let's go back. That also means if we take the vehicle, we don't have to worry about poison. My guess is that this is up here at the top.
looks left at our shores.
When will you land?
That's what I thought. So we got two. Yeah, I don't even know what direction we should go this time looking for these. Stupid line things. I wonder if that means it needs a battery. Because as far as I know, you can't. Hmm. I don't want to do that. I know we could easily just make a couple of biomass burners, grab some stuff, and make biofuel. I really don't feel like doing that though. Is it up on the bridge? Oh. Okay, so it's underground, I'm guessing. Which means there's, like, a spot somewhere. So the question then becomes, like, how do I get to it? guessing this is up top somewhere.
Witness a single strand of the tapestry.
I mean, I hear it, so yeah, it's up here. Okay. So that's this one.
Harmonize with us. Time for a new melody?
Yes, actually, this might be a strange question, but it could give me invaluable insight. What, according to you, is the shape of our universe?
It is a donut within a void within a donut within a void within a donut within the shallows, which is a ball of string wrapped around itself, containing infinite deep within the inside-out string, with windows and doors and a limitless body subdividing to the one resonance.
I should have waited with this question.
And I didn't quite understand any of that. It's a donut inside of a void inside of a donut. Goodbye. Bonk. Oh, it didn't die? What? So those things don't die from fall damage? That's kind of spooky to think about. That hell. I don't think it's up there, is it? Yeah, I don't think it's up there. But I don't see any kind of entrance to a cave anywhere down here. So either I'm looking at it wrong and it's above my head, or there is a cave somewhere. I mean, we do have this area. Oh, I see it. Yep. The only thing about this is now that stuff's going to be in my inventory because it doesn't automatically go back to. Yeah, you can see here we got pipes, concrete, and plates. But anyway, like I was saying, it doesn't automatically go back to the dimensional depot, unfortunately. There is an upgrade that you can deposit into the dimensional upgrade, but that requires that there's room in the dimensional upgrade. Dimensional upgrade, dimensional storage. Okay, there's nothing here. So that's the cave that we checked out some time ago. Oh, we are almost out of fuel. That didn't make exactly a lot, but this mycelium is like really good for that though. Because it makes like 4, 5, maybe even 10 times as much biofuel as wood does. See, look, one of these makes 10, whereas we need 4 of these to make 20, and 10 things of leaves to make 5, so it's a lot better. Now this is why I'm using biofuel in there, because I can get biofuel from anywhere. I don't have to worry about making some special setup or anything. All I gotta do is just do a little bit of wood chopping, and boom, we got stuff to make fuel. I mean, I imagine some of the other sources, it'll run longer. But then if you do run out because you're not paying attention to your fuel, then you're just kind of stuck. Now, I guess you could keep a amount of biofuel on the Explorer just as a emergency reserve kind of thing, where you go, oops, I didn't realize I used up all of my stuff. Okay, so we got those things over there. Ooh, that's not good. How many of these guys are there? I don't have my other weapon attached, so... Ow. What? Needs 30 megawatts of power. Okay. And it's one single computer hard drive. You know what? We're gonna leave that on our person for now. I'm gonna take this one off. It's a great weapon, but against some of the bigger enemies, it's useless. I don't even know if we can kill the irradiated ones. So it's that way somewhere. So didn't we pull one out of the water here? I don't think it's underneath that boulder. Hmm. It's got to be under the ground there. Oh, it's a really big one of those stingers. Yeah, here's another container that I can't really get. Looks like I left something here. Homing rifle. I wonder if maybe there's something up there. And there's like 4 big creatures here. And I want to go up there. You know what? We're not even going to worry about it. Oh God, there's a... I wonder, can we... Excuse you? It's facing the wrong way. I'm literally not even gonna worry about them. You know what I still didn't see? Any kind of production that involves like creatures or plants or anything. There's still none of that. Okay, so there's a hint of something over this way. My guess would be up there somewhere. So I found the box height. Looking to see if there is any kind of way up there. I'm gonna guess and say that this is probably my best bet here. Yep. That's no good. So we're not going to be able to get that one. Yeah, the radiation's a big problem. The radiation. Okay, great. Ow. Where's it actually hitting me from? Oh. Great.
If I had been in charge during humanity's evolutionary process, I would have done something about your more stupid tendencies.
Oh, we only have that clip that's in the gun, and this thing's not reloaded. Okay, that's gonna be fun. And I'm a little bit far away from where I died. You're the last one. I should leave one over here just for, well, no. You know, I'm really surprised that the locomotive only has a freight car. I feel like they should have included a passenger car. Oh, this is so annoying having to walk all the way back. I was just thinking I should equip the basher over the pistol, and that will save me. I can use that to fight off any creatures. Yeah, the basher's in my inventory, which is in my death chest. Or death crate. So that ain't gonna work. You know what else is there? My filters. Okay, we were able to run through it without any issue. Now the real issue begins. Oh, there's a dog. Get up there. 'Cause I could have sworn I saw a Mercer sphere. Okay, this is not good. We don't need to go in there. I was thinking that was going to be a way through. Clearly it was not. Coal. A lot of lizard dogs right there. Ooh. I saw that at the last second. I think that's a slug up there. Okay, so there's the vehicle. I wonder if the irradiated ones are respawned. Yay, we got our stuff back. Oh, I see it. Literally right in front of us.
Harvest the scripture.
Yeah, nope. Seriously? Oh, there's a really big stinger. Oh, that's the irradiated one. Well, no, it's just green. through those things.
Attempt number 7,853,206. Are you there?
Orchestral tuning.
Ah, good. I think I understand better now.
Your curves are beautiful.
How inappropriate. Tell me more.
Your mimic tapestry follows the pattern. It swallows temples. It is harmonious.
If I could blush, I would.
Oh, it's got a... Yeah, no, 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 no. I don't want to deal with you. I really don't. Oh yeah, this one's got... It's got uranium all around it, so we can't even get that one. Not until we have the suit. Oh. Well, this is wonderful. I don't know what's underneath that. Yeah, I see uranium everywhere there. There's 2 there. There's 3 back there. I see a little bitty one up there. I don't know if you see that. Not gonna be able to get that one either. Nope, 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 nope. Please don't. I think we've fallen into that before. Okay, so we sold that over there. I think we should be safe here. Oh, I see it. So there's our 7. We can get the next up there. We can get the next upgrade. Absolutely could get the next upgrade. So, nothing. Feels like there's something this way. Oh, yeah, we're here at the lake again. But there is one here. I don't know where it's at. Because I feel like this is probably another example of there's a cave somewhere. I have no idea where, but there's got to be a cave somewhere. What the? Oh, I see you. Well, that was sulfur. Useless 360 there. But that's not the direction I'm telling you to go. Go this way. Good night, man. And see, that's why I'm not really impressed with the rifle, because it's taking way too many shots to kill some of these things. It is a good, fast alternative to the pistol,
This bleeding temple hums a resonance song. Play for us.
but it's not that strong. It's actually far weaker than the other one. Feels like it's up there somewhere. Believe it or not, that path is what actually inspired me to do that long, ridiculous road. No. Where are you going? Where are you going? I want you to go this way. Yeah, this looks like this just ends right here. Honestly, I feel like this particular part would be better if we just walked it. Yeah, I saw nitrogen listed. Hang on a second, because that must be in the final portion of this. Because I did not see natural gas listed. I've seen nitrogen, but there's a gas thing over there. So this is all particle stuff. So that's level 3 minor. This is aluminum production, nuclear power, aeronautical engineering. And then down here we got supercomputers. We can search for sulfur, even though we can already do that because we already unlocked it. Sulfur acid, I don't know what that's going to be used for, except for maybe batteries. That's going to be a whole new thing. We got to get bauxite going. Oh Lord, what did they do with this? What do I do with... Oh, we have got to unlock this to figure this out. So apparently I've got to make this solution. Then we gotta make the scrap here. We take the scrap and we turn it into the ingots. And we can also package the solution like this. So what are we actually doing with... I want to get that unlocked, like, now. I don't think we got the resources for it, though. The main problem would be those frames. Actually, the main problem would probably be it's apparently the computers. Is our plastic still not caught up to this? Yeah, this is still not filled. God, I'm really tempted to just put it over there. We don't really need 2 of these filling up. Or actually, technically 3 of them, because the one down there at the main hub, the main transport hub, that is, it's the wrong thing. Oh, I forgot that I did that earlier. So what I'm talking about there is I stuck a whole bunch of rods in there because I was trying to make a perfect amount of screws. Yeah, didn't work out that way. There's some interesting things going on with making certain things that I wasn't aware of. For instance, so you know what I'm talking about here. If you've got the dimensional containers set up, it will keep crafting every time until those are empty, and then it will also keep crafting because those are active. So even if you run out of stuff, it doesn't stop. What ended up happening earlier is I was crafting something and it would keep crafting it, even though there wasn't anything left in the dimensional depot. And then anytime something would come into it, it automatically start doing the crafting again. So I made like I don't even know how many screws earlier. It was way more than I actually needed. So it was just kind of like, oh man, really? And yeah, we don't have the upload thing. How much does that cost? I know we needed like 131 of the SAM, these things. We need like 131 of those for this next upgrade, but I don't, excuse me, golly. I'm not entirely sure what we need for the uploading it from the inventory. Though that's not going to work with some of that stuff. Some of that stuff's going to be already full, so that seems kind of pointless now that I think about it. Especially considering we got it automatically going. Do we even need to do that? Now that I think about it. I'm not entirely sure now. Okay, so that's going to give us 4 slots total on all those.
Dimensional expansion increased to 400%. Parts can now be stored as elementary particles in a hyperdense deconfined state. Normally, I'd explain the basic science, but I don't think this one can be simplified enough for you to understand.
We composed a growth song, but you composed a shrink song, so we remain silent. The dance of your bones and organs and veins amuses us.
I understand, seeing the pioneer perform tasks also amuses me.
So they find amusement in my hard work. Gotcha. You know, I don't think it's funny that I'm putting in all this hard work for effectively no reason. We only have one of those. I'm not gonna worry about it. Yeah, I was gonna say this is the engines. Coils up here, and just throw those in there. That's a different story. Can't really throw those in there. God, that's almost full. So there's that. We can go ahead and do those. I don't think we're gonna be able to put those over here. Well, maybe we will be able to. I guess we won't worry about the rest of this stuff. No, that's... I don't know what happened with this. Like, why is this so slow now? Like, this is moving awfully slow. But the problem isn't there, it's here. We're not making concrete powder fast enough. Now that this is going, you can see that it's producing, it's producing at a rate. It's kind of a slow rate, but it is producing. And that's going to be something that we're going to have to figure out. We're going to have to, we're going to have to make more. So this, that really needs to expand. Yeah, that definitely needs to expand. We need that to be bigger. Because at that rate, that's going to take forever. We've got beams. Okay, so our concrete is here. We've got beams here. I feel like what we're gonna have to do. Yeah. So that's gonna have to feed there. We'll worry about that in a minute. Because we gotta figure out where this is gonna go. Okay, so it's not coming up here. I don't see our... Let's see, that's making modular frames. It's making versatile framework. That's rubber. So we've got plenty of room up here. What is... So this is where the beams are going to. Oh, and they're being stored up here. So it's not that we need them. It's just that that setup over there is just very, very slow. Because we got a ton of them right here. I was thinking we'll try to make them here, but now that I see what the issue is, um, there's no reason to try to make more of it over here. We just need to increase our production over here. That's what needs to happen. Yeah, this needs to change slightly. I wonder if we could save any kind of space by having that made out here. You know what? I don't know. And I was looking at the time earlier. It is now after 10. So we're gonna have to get off of here. Yeah, no more beating around the bush this time. So, with that being said, next time we're gonna have to get into a little bit of redesigning and moving things around so that we can increase productivity. But that also means that we need more power. And the only way I can think of to get more power at all is we're gonna have to go all in on the fuel setup. I mean, the coal setup seems really good, but the fuel, oh god, we're gonna have to run all the way over here, even though I said we're gonna get off like now. It figures that there's not a vehicle over here for us to go over there. I wonder if the hypertube would be faster. I don't even know how the hypertube actually works. Like, where do you enter? It just says entrance. It doesn't say exit. Yeah, I don't know how the hypertube works, so. I might mess with that in the future. Because trying to walk back and forth between this is a pain in the butt. I still have to put the railing up on this side. The other possible thing we can do is we can get a geo. We can get a geo on top of that thermal. Well, it's a geyser, but you know what I mean. I still didn't see natural gas selected. And there's a natural gas thing, like right over there. Like you can sort of see it. That's not water, it's not nitrogen, it just says natural gas on it. So I'm assuming that's some kind of turbine that works kind of similar to the power we get from the geysers. Not sure. Alright, we're back over here. I wanted to see like how this is doing. Because we haven't checked it in a while. Is this thing full yet? No. This isn't even giving enough. Like, it's not full. Oh, did we overdo it? No, we didn't overdo it. My guess is that because we don't have This is gonna end up running out of fuel on us. Alright. For real this time. I didn't put my headset back on after grabbing my puppy. We're gonna have to figure out this at a later date. So clearly it does seem like it is getting fuel. I feel like it's gonna run out at some point though. And this whole setup isn't exactly working, so we're gonna need... I have these two over here. I haven't hooked up to anything yet, and that is the plan. We are going to use these two to set up an electrical power plant. I'm not sure how much fuel we need for it though. And one of the problems with that, if we do straight up fuel, it's going to produce resin. If we do the residual oil, well, we got to be producing something which is either plastic or rubber, which is something we really don't need more of. So that leaves us with getting resin. We got to do something with the resin. So you see, it's kind of a cycle, because the only thing we can do with the resin is making plastic and rubber. Now there is so we got plastic, we got rubber, and we can make polyester. So we can make fabric, but fabric's not something that we really need a lot of. And plastic is, I mean, we're not using it fast enough at the moment. Though we got those two containers that aren't even full yet. Granted, there's like 3 containers on the path of the plastic, when the reality of that is we also have the stations. So we got the station up above me right here, and then we got the station on the other end of the supply line. So we got plastic. I'm not too worried about plastic. Rubber, it doesn't seem like too many things use a lot of rubber, so we're gonna have plenty of rubber for a while. I'm not worried about the rubber at all. Fabric is not something we really need. So the question is, what do we do with resin if we're just making straight up fuel from the oil? And the answer to that is, I don't know. I really don't. Like, maybe we can send it back and have that just constantly being turned into plastic as well. But we're not talking about like one refinery here making fuel. So that's just, it's something on my mind. Like, we will figure this out at some point. This definitely looks like it's not going to take a whole lot to do this. So it's definitely, like, we got one of these right now. Only one of them, and it seems to be keeping this running. Not really. because it's going to run out here in a second. And there you go, it's shut down again, and then it's back up. So we're gonna need, we're gonna have to do some work with this. I'm not exactly sure how much work. We're gonna have to play with it. I'm guessing I mean, if we're making straight up fuel from it, like this just stays full, and then the lines just stay full. So you can see that this is full of crude oil here. I don't know. We will have to figure that out at a later date. And then there's the whole routing and everything, because that's gonna take a bit, because what I would like to do, hear me out, this is what I've been thinking about doing. So we're gonna extend that, even though I don't want to do that, but we're gonna extend it and have like our, that was weird, I fell and then didn't fall. And then have like our power station, like a couple of these up there, and then off the side on the road we're gonna put like a 2x2, and then put a power line on it and run that all the way back. That is my thought on that. Though the real question is like how many things is it going to take to keep one of these running? Like how much fuel do we need to make? Off of the 2 crude oil things that we're doing, we have, let's see here, so there's 5 down there, and then we added a 6th one. So there's 6 things running off of those 2 things, and the pipes are full. So I feel like we could potentially get away with 6 off of one of those. Kind of like how we do with the coal, where we got the coal running 6 lines off of there. We're gonna have to do a lot to get it like up top and be able to refine it, because I don't want it down here. Like trying to build down here and maneuver down here is a pain in the butt. So we're gonna have to figure out how to get the oil up. Yep. We're gonna have to figure that out. But I don't really have any real idea on how to do that. Anyway, like I said, that's going to be it for me today. We will see about more streams in the future, or another stream in the future. Don't know what's going to go on with that. I wasn't expecting to have today off. I know with what's going on, we got an influx of people, mostly for the holiday season, and they have to be trained up and everything. So that's why, like, once they get up enough that they are running on their own, that's why, we get to have fewer days because of how many hours we've been putting in. And it's a good thing, bad thing. Like, I get to be home and be with puppy a little bit more, and also stream, which, that's why I jokingly named the stream Procrastination, because I didn't bother starting the stream when I should have. We could have streamed all day, had like a couple 5 hours or longer, I don't know, because again, we didn't do anything. But yeah, more to come on that. Should be talked to my boss earlier, and he was like, it should be a lighter day and everything because we got all these people that need to be trained up, which means we're also like splitting up the routes a little bit more, which is a good thing. No. Come back here. I bounced off of you and get on this guy. Actually, we're going to stay over here. I was thinking about riding back, but we're going to stay over here and we're going to work on the fuel setup for the next stream, next episode. We will set up fuel and get a proper power station going. Like, I like the coal station and everything, but I want to get the fuel station going. So anyway, let me stop rambling right there and go ahead and get off, because I keep saying we're going to get off and I'm still rambling. So yep, I will see you guys later, and please leave a comment below. What is the definition of procrastination? I'm the Terrence Likens, and subscribe. Bye for now.